Hey friends, do you have an attachment wound? My name is Luz Chacon, founder of Salud y Alegría Wellness. Some of you may know me as a wellness coach and EFT or emotional freedom techniques, also known as tapping practitioner. Some of you may know that I had a long career in the maternal and child health field, and some of you may not know me at all. In my current work, I bring together the different aspects of my training and my experience to help people to heal their relationship with food and with themselves by using mind-body modalities that help us get unstuck from unhealthy patterns. I thought that Mother's Day would be a good time to discuss how to heal attachment wounds. Most, if not all of us, have experienced a gap between what we needed as children and what we received. Before I get into that, I want to say that I think that in our society, we tend to have this dualistic view of motherhood, where we either put mothers up on this pedestal or we vilify them. We may feel like we're being ungrateful if we admit to not receiving what we needed as children from our mothers or whoever our primary caregivers were. Or we may be very angry about that and be stuck in those feelings. In either case, it doesn't help us to work toward healing those attachment wounds. Let's start by acknowledging the fact that mothering is freaking hard. And in our patriarchal capitalist society, mothers don't get the support that they need. And I can say that from experience as the mother of two sons who are both now adults. And the truth is, your mother was doing the best that she could. And if you're a mother, you're doing the best that you can. And in spite of that, we still, most of us, if not all of us, have some level of an attachment wound. And it could take different forms. For example, maybe not offering the safety that we needed, not mirroring back our emotions, which is what we need as children to self-regulate. And then that can continue into adulthood that we struggle with that. Maybe we weren't allowed to express negative emotions, and that may have stifled our voice. Not being physically or emotionally as available, or at least not as consistently as we needed our mother or caregiver to be. Maybe we received a lot of criticism or disapproval. Maybe we were expected to take care of our physical and emotional needs before we were really ready to do that. Or maybe we had rules that were too strict or too loose and there weren't enough boundaries or limits. So let's talk about 5 steps to heal the attachment wound. Change always starts with awareness. So acknowledging that we have this wound and how it's affected us. Our patterns are usually a reflection of how we were parented. And there may be places in our lives where we're really stuck or we keep repeating unhealthy patterns. Step number 2 is emotional self-regulation. Again, if we didn't get that mirroring back that allowed us to learn how to regulate our emotions, we may struggle with this. And many people disconnect from their body or what they're feeling. They may escape by turning to comfort foods or drinking too much alcohol or shopping or whatever other form of distraction or maybe even addiction. So emotional regulation starts with becoming more attuned to our bodily sensations and learning to sit with our feelings rather than trying to run away from them or avoid them or escape them with these different substances or behaviors. And then number 3 is reparenting ourselves, giving our inner child what he or she didn't get or get enough of as a child. And this can take many forms depending on what your needs are, your unmet needs are. So maybe you need more acknowledgement, more validation. Maybe you need more boundaries or more self-discipline. Being consistent with healthy habits requires that we set boundaries with ourselves and have some self-discipline. And that brings me to number 4 is taking better care of our needs, both physical and emotional. And so if you notice that you tend to struggle with maintaining healthy habits, again, that could mean that you need more boundaries with yourself. And then the last step is about forgiveness. As you do this work on your own healing, remember that your mother was doing the best that she could with the resources and support that she had at that time. If you'd like to know more about my work, I invite you to visit my website, saludyAlegriawellness.com. Thanks for watching and happy Mother's Day.